to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be working with embroidery. I'm going to be using my Ricoma EM1010. This is a 10 needle embroidery machine, and I'm going to be embroidering on a set of towels. I'm going to be trying a new technique that looks like an embossed design, and I know it's going to look amazing. So I'm going to go move the camera to the craft table so I can show you the things that I'm going to be needing to complete this order. All right, guys, let's get started.
I am using Embroidered Essentials, and this is the file that I'm going to be working with. I got this file separate from this. I created this phrase that says, "Don't wait for your wings, fight for them." I need to embroider two towels. One is a hand towel, and the other one is a regular size towel, and they are very plushy. That plush of the towel is going to allow for this to look like an embossed design once I'm done with the embroidering the design. First step is going to be making this or embroidering this using knockdown stitching, and I'm going to be doing this part first. Later it's going to be the satin stitch and then the body of the butterfly, and at the end we're going to embroider the phrase. I'm going to go right here at the stitch simulator to show you how the steps are going to go. First, it's going to be the knockdown stitching. That is going to flatten the plush of the towel, making the frame for the butterfly right here, okay? And if you notice, that is the butterfly shape, followed by the satin stitch. So it's gonna really enmarcate the shape and make it really pop up, all right? The next step is the body of the butterfly, which is in a copper brownish color. And the last part is gonna be in black, it's gonna be the phrase, all right? The butterfly is gonna be in the color of the towel. It's gonna be like a vanilla color. That's the color of the towel. So it's gonna look beautiful. I practice this file on a regular piece of fabric, but it's not the same as the towel because that is not gonna show me how it's gonna look like an embossed shape or design. So this is gonna be my first time doing this on a towel that is very plushy. So I can't wait to see how it's gonna look. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the craft table, and I'm gonna show you the things that I'm gonna be using to complete this order, right? See you over there.
So I'm here at the craft table, and these are the things that I'm going to use to embroider both towels. This is a large towel, and for the large towel I am using a 8x13 mighty hoop. I'm using water soluble stabilizer just for the font because we are embroidering on a fluffy fabric. I don't need it up here because this is going to be a knockdown stitch all around it, and for that we don't need to use water soluble stabilizer. I'm going to be using tearaway stabilizer as well. And for the hand towel, applies the same thing. Okay, it's going to be a smaller design. This is a regular hand towel right here, regular size. And the water soluble. And I am debating whether I'm going to be using the 7x7 mighty hoop or the 8x9 mighty hoop. The 8x9 will give me more room around it, a little bit more, and I feel safer that way when it comes to the tracing, guys, because I have a thing with designs being too close to the frame with the mighty hoop. But I was looking at it and it fits in here too, okay, on the 7x7 mighty hoop. Let me lower this. Yeah, this is the 7x7 mighty hoop. So I will make a decision later on which hoop I'm going to be using. We'll go like this. This is the way that will look like. And I might be tracing both of the hoop and decide which one I'm going to use. Knowing myself, I'm going to probably go to for the 8x9. But anyway, I just wanted to show you both possibilities, okay? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the machine ready to go with the designs downloaded to the machine, and I'll see you right back, okay? Oh, and I forgot. Oh my God, how can I forget this? So I'm going to be using the Hoop Master for the big towel. I already have the back of the mighty hoop in here in place. And I'm going to be using this other fixture. This fixture will allow you to use mighty hoop sizes all the way from 4x13 onto whatever you can fit in here. This one is the 8x9 and it fits. So I'm going to be using this one for the hand towel, okay? I can also probably use it on here, but since I have this on hand, I use this arm right here. This arm, if you are wanting to know about the mighty hoops, this arm, you can use it to hoop pants, sleeves, all kind of things, because if you notice right here, it's pretty narrow. I use all sizes of hoops, like I said. I have a couple of videos that features how to put this together and how to use it on a different kind of work, okay? So you can go back to my videos and see how I use this mighty hoop fixture right here, okay? That's a 4x13 arm. And this is the base that goes with my other fixtures that if you see the videos, you're gonna see that I have all the fixtures that I placed in here, all right? Let me give you a quick way of knowing how I do it. This gets detached from here. And this base you use for other fixtures that are bigger than these for other uses. And yeah, this is the 4x13 arm right here, okay? It's very, very versatile. I love my mighty hoops fixtures as well as the mighty hoops actual hoop, okay? If you have a multi-needle embroidery machine and you need mighty hoops, I have a link down on my description box that you can order the mighty hoop, not the fixtures, but the actual mighty hoop, and you will get free shipping. And you know that that is a big deal because these are heavy items and you can save a lot of money if you buy one or two or three when it comes to the shipping. So that link is available down on my description box. And yeah, guys, so let's continue. I'm gonna go ahead and get the embroidery machine ready for the big towel. I'm gonna start with the big towel. So guys, I already placed the design on the towel. I folded the towel in half so that I have an idea where my center was right here, and I marked it with erasable pen. The erasable pen is removable with heat. So I carried this point down to this point and in here, and this gave me the exact place that I wanted. It's more or less in the middle, okay? Don't count this part. It's gonna be including the bottom part of the towel down here. So this is like the center. It's a big towel, so it's hard for me to give you an exact view. Let me see if I can move you back. It's a big towel, okay? So this design is going to be inverted upside down when I place it on the embroidery machine because I want all this excess of towel to be in the front of the machine. I don't want this to be on back of the machine because it's gonna create a lot of bulk back there. Yeah, so you're gonna see what I mean once we get to the embroidery machine. Okay, so the back of the hoop is in place. Now I'm gonna place the stabilizer by closing the flaps. All right, now I'm gonna place the towel. The excess of the towel, all this big part is gonna go towards the back of the fixture. And I'm gonna make sure that it's in the place that I want it. This is the center right here. I go like that and I know that's my center right here. So I'm pretty much in the middle of the hoop. I'm gonna do the same thing. This is the one that I marked. I'm gonna place my finger here. I'm gonna open this up. That right here, this groove in here, that's my center right here. My nail is right here. Pretty much I'm in the center right there, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place the hoop in place, okay? This is a pretty thick towel and the mighty hoop is able to handle it. So then I'm gonna move up and I take off the hoop, okay? And now that I have this in here, I might move the design a little bit lower because I have all this space and look at how close this is from the hoop and I don't want it that way. So I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna match this center with this hole in here and the holes on the side that will center the hoop, give me the center for the design, which helps a lot. and I'm gonna lower it. Okay, this is more like it. Okay, that's more like it. All right, so I'm gonna take this to the machine. I'll meet you over there. All right, guys, so I had the hoop set up in the embroidery machine. So I'm going through a thunderstorm in my area, so you're gonna notice the change of lighting in my room is real dark. Outside it looks like it's nighttime, but it's actually about 4:30 in the afternoon. But I need to continue with this order, and so yeah, I need to do it. So I apologize for the change of lighting in the room. I'm using my actual lamps and ceiling lights. If you notice, it's facing upside down. This is the bulk of the rest of the towel. It's already traced. I'm gonna trace one more time for you to see and do the tracing that I'm clearing the hoop. Okay. So I am clear. I don't need this anymore. So I'm gonna start the embroidering, and I have the piece of water soluble stabilizer, which I'm gonna apply at the end, which is the last part of the embroidery. So that part is gonna be embroidered later on. And so for that, I'm gonna place this at the end, okay? So guys, let's get started. Now the thread that I'm using is a very light shade, so it might be difficult to see. So I'm gonna place the camera a little bit closer so that you can see this. What the design is doing right now is doing the shape of the butterfly, and then the rest is gonna be all the stitches, all right? So if you notice, this kind of stitching, what it's doing is that is making the fuzzy part of the fabric being flat so that you can only see the shape of the butterfly on the middle, all right? I'm using the microphone now. Hopefully it will help with the noise so that you can hear me better. So yeah, so the knockdown stitch is making the plush being flat. And that is what is gonna give me the effect right here. I love this technique because it makes it look like an embossed design, which really what it's doing is flattening all this part on the outside. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play this in fast mode, and that way it will not take too long for it to finish. And I'm going to repeat the same thing with the hand towel, exactly the same technique. I think it's looking so pretty. I love it. is done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this one, and then I'm gonna start with the hand towel. The hand towel is pretty much the same. Actually, it is the same in a different hoop. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna hoop it using the fixture, and then I'm gonna start it, and I'm not gonna show much of it because it's exactly the same design, all right? So look at how gorgeous, people. This is beautiful. Let me move you back so that you can see it better. So now all I had to do is to remove the water soluble stabilizer. I'll see you in a little bit, all right? Okay, so this is pretty much the same way I did the other towel, with the exception that this one is a smaller area. So I already placed my tearaway stabilizer by using these small sections in here. You just flap it up and down and you keep it in place right there. Okay, and then you're gonna place a towel the same way. I'm gonna move you a little bit more further because I need some room to work with this, and I don't want to block everything up. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place the towel here. Okay, I have the backing of the mighty hoop here. I have my center right here. This is my center right here, so that I have an idea where my center is. And I'm gonna make sure that I have enough room around the hoop. This is a bigger hoop. I decided to use the 8x9, okay, instead of the 7x7, which it would have worked, but it would have been pretty close to the design, and I don't like working that way. I'd rather have a little bit more of room. Okay, so I'm gonna check the top for the center like I did with the other one. And I'm pretty much in there, pretty much on the center. Move it a little bit. I'm using a groove up here. It's hard for you guys to see it, but I have a groove in here, a groove, and that is the measurement, just like the other one that I'm using to make sure that it's centered on the towel. And it was looking pretty good, okay? So now all I have to do is just let it go. Same way I did with the other one, okay? And then right now I have a little bit of space extra. I can even afford to move it lower a little bit. Again, I'm using these 4 holes that will center the design, will help me to center the design. So I'm just gonna switch it a little bit this way. It was a little bit crooked, okay? And I am at the center of the hoop. This is perfect, okay? I might want it a little bit higher, let's see. I'm picturing when I fold the towel in here. No, that's perfect right there, okay? So I'm just gonna remove it. Same way I removed the other one. And I'm gonna place it on the machine, and it's gonna go the same way that the other one went. It's gonna go this way towards the machine, okay, with this hanging on the outside. Okay guys, let's hoop this baby. I adjusted the arms of the machine because this is a smaller hoop. I'm just centering the design to the hoop. Make sure that I'm at center. Okay. Let's trace it. Okay, so this is good. So I'm gonna see you at the end when this one is completely done, all right? So let's get started. Okay guys, while the other one is going, I have the microphone. I know that we have the noise in the background, but I'm gonna start cleaning this up by pulling up all the water soluble stabilizer. If there's anything left later on, I will just dump a little bit of cloth and I will just pat it to get rid of it. So I have my heat press warm up to get rid of the markings, and I'm going to be cutting some of the jump stitches, just minimal, they're not that many. I already removed the tearaway stabilizer from the back, and I cleaned enough in here. There's some little pieces of water soluble, but I'm going to spray it and get rid of it later on. But look at that design. Love the colors that I chose. This phrase right here is beautiful. I love it. Real nice. Okay guys, so the hand towel is done. Let me remove it from the machine. Of course, it's upside down. It goes like this. I love it. So I'm gonna remove it from the hoop. Okay guys, so we are done with this project. This is the hand towel. Amazing. And this is the towel, the big towel. And I love the result, especially on this plushy towel. It looks better than the towels that are kind of flat looking, but it doesn't have enough of the plush. And if you notice on the side, you can see the race on the design. Yeah, it looks amazing. It's like it's a 3D look that it gives. I love the design that they use for this knockdown stitch right here, little squares. This looks beautiful, and I'm happy that I chose the color that's like a golden color thread. It makes it more like, yeah, like more outline. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I need to pack this because this needs to be shipped today. All right. And it was the biggest bag that I could find on cellophane that I have in hand. So I hope it fits in here. I plan to pack it perfect. I think it's gonna fit. I don't plan to pack it separate, but I don't think I can fit both towels in here. But this one looks good. And I always pack it in the way that people, when they open the bag, can see the design. So, yeah. This is nice. Okay. And then I'm going to use the same size for the hand towel because the other cellophane bag that I have is a smaller one, and definitely this one, well, it's not going to fit in there. So I think I'm going to keep it open like this. Guys, I am very happy with this file. I was looking for a butterfly, and I think I mentioned it earlier to you guys. This phrase, I created this phrase right here, and I added to the actual file. I chose this font in cursive because it makes it look more delicate. I thought of getting another font that was not cursive, but I think this one looks nice because it gives it a more delicate look. Yeah. So let me read it again. It says, "Don't wait for your wings, fight for them." And I thought because it's a butterfly, and you know all the stages of a butterfly, how it becomes a butterfly, how the butterfly has to fight inside the cocoon to become a beautiful butterfly. Yeah. So I thought it was perfect. So yeah. So guys, this is everything for now. If you're new to the channel and you like this kind of content, you can consider subscribing to my channel, The Crafty Puerto Rican. And then you can click the notification bell, and that way you're gonna get a notification of all my future videos. And yeah, there you go. So this is packed as well. All right. So yes, guys, so this is everything for now. Thank you for spending this time with me. I will see you soon with new content. I'm trying to include a lot of areas on my channel. If you have any new idea that you would like me to try, let me know down below in the description box. Feel free to ask me any question on the comments, and I will gladly answer all of them. Okay, so guys, I will see you soon. See you later. Bye. Hasta luego.